Morning, everybody. It is, I don't know what day it is, Sunday in March, or Monday after Easter. So I should know what it is, but I don't. So we're got the boat loaded up. We're getting ready to go fishing at that lake. It wraps all the way around there. We're seeing if we can't catch any crappie or bluegill. Kind of wanting some fish tacos here lately, so we'll see how we can do today. Got minnows, artificial worms, and beam off today, so we're gonna try to throw a mix at them and see if we can't find anything. So catch you out there. All right, it's been about a half hour. As you can see, I've been in that container. It's been an eventful half hour. First my trolling motor wouldn't spin. It'd turn on, but it wouldn't spin, so I had to do some deep surgery on that. I don't know if I actually fixed the problem, but I did pull a bunch of line out of it. But long story short, I still think my trolling motor isn't going as fast as it should be. And then my live scope wasn't reading the transducer, so I come back, check all the wires, everything's connected all the way up to here, and then I'm like, okay, well, it's saying it doesn't have power. Then I go back, now look, I already just ignore that. That's the wire that's unplugged, but one of them was unplugged. So now to plug all that back up and hopefully it all works. I actually just had my first bite. I got a 14-foot rod out with a minnow on it, split shot hook. The minnow, it's a pretty decent sized minnow. Just missed the first bite. Looked up, I was rigging some other tackle up. Looked up and saw my pole was doubled over pretty good there. So honestly, I think it was a bass. At least that's what I'm going to tell myself it was, because it felt pretty good. Hopefully it wasn't a crappie, but good sign they're biting. First thing early in the morning here. It's not really early, but about 9. So yeah, this lake has some really nice crappie and bluegill in it. The bass are kind of meh at best, so we'll see what we can and can't do today. If we catch a mess of them, that's great. If we don't, we're gonna have a disappointed fiance. But yeah, a little windy today, not too bad. Got fresh line on everything, so that spells disaster. But really, I'm just trying to get some rods rigged up for bluegill and crappie, and right now just bluegill. So we'll see how it pans out today. I'd like to get about 25 bluegill would be pretty nice. Would be really nice. 25 bluegill crappie. Keeper bass maybe. Kind of depends on how everything else is going. If I'm catching a bunch, then I'll probably throw it back, but what is it? What is it? What is it? Oh, it's a bluegill. It's a nice bluegill. All right, first one, first keeper. First keeper of the day. It's always a good feeling. right, so I'm really just letting the wind push me down this shore here and kind of just casting. Still got my minnow and everything else out, but just casting around a little blue kaolin or crayolin, I think of what it is, blue and silver, on a 16th ounce jig head. Just kind of reeling it right above the weeds. This lake gets really weedy. There's a bunch of bluegill right there. Actually got to get a worm out. See if I can't convince one of those bluegill over there to play with us. Ooh. Are you kidding me? Probably a bass, but nonetheless, it had my pole tip in the water. Must have just not had the hook. I don't know. Ooh. Gotcha that time. Oh yeah, 2. I was gonna say, I know those are bluegill. Two in a row. I don't think I'm really in them there, but we'll see, I guess. There's some right in front of me. Those might be crappie. As soon as I say that. That's a bass. Doo! Finally. Caught one. Man, he got it too. He got it. Yeah, he's just gonna keep that. I'll let that one keep the hook. Normally, if they're gonna live, you know, throw them back, obviously. If they're gonna die, you still gotta throw them back. But a good way, if you deep hook a short one, to make sure they live, you can let them keep the hook, and it will rust out eventually. I don't care what anybody says. I think it's better than digging around in there for a real long time and trying to cause something bad to happen. I just let it take its course. Though I've caught plenty of fish with hooks in them, so I'm kind of a firm believer is if you can, let them just have one. Let it have the hook, cut the line as short as you can. They'll be all right. You want to go?
Yeah.
All right, I'll take you next time. I got you. I printed out that printer, or that, hold on. I printed out, I got one.
Yeah. Yeah, sure. Yes. Kirby.
No, bluegill.
Bluegill. Yeah. Yeah.
So far, it's been a decent day.
Yeah.
I've got 4. Woo. I've got 2 big red and a little bass. Not exactly what I thought was gonna happen there. So get rid of that guy. That was hot and heavy there for a second. Put some spot lock. I'll let the nails and everything do its job. But that is a dandy red ear. Look at that. That's that long at least. Dang, that's a good one. That's bigger than my hand. And he is going to make a great fish taco. Bad thing about red ears is they often swallow the hook. When they want something to eat it, they're a really big predator. I got another fish. Got another bass. Dang, oh, got him. I got a third bass. Look at that. They're all the same. There goes one. Not good. Not good at best. But anyway. That's pretty fun. Anyway, these things like to swallow the hooks, and if you're keeping them like I am and you don't have a pliers, I do, but it's in here somewhere. All you gotta do is take your thumb, run it straight up the bottom, break the lower jaw, come back in, get your hook, hopefully. I'm actually getting messed with again on my minnow pole there. Well, line broke. It's all right though. Just gotta put a new hook on then. I'm using really light line. That's why it keeps breaking. But light line does pretty well in this lake. It's real clear. Almost have to use light line. Alright guys, I think that's gonna do it for me for maybe the rest of the day. I've definitely got enough footage for somewhat of a video, or some kind of video. Hopefully the wind noise isn't too bad. But I'm pretty well just gonna focus on fishing now. If I catch something crazy, be sure to turn the camera on. But yeah, I think right now I'm just gonna try to relax and enjoy the rest of the day. All right, we're done for the day, or I'm done for the day. We did pretty well. Did all right. I got probably exactly that many bluegill. Didn't catch any crappie, but I mean, they were on fire. Bluegill were on fire today. I could still be out there catching a bunch. Luckily, you know, I have some place to go like this to catch a whole bunch of fish. Yeah, probably caught 25, 30. Caught most of them actually casting a crappie jig. A blue and silver crayling on a 16th ounce jig head. A lot like that. Pretty sure you guys seen that before. Did pretty good on worms. Caught a lot of bass on small bass on minnows. Didn't catch any crappie, which, you know, it's kind of disappointing because this is the time of year to catch crappie. At one point in time, I had 3 bluegill on. Ew, sorry. 3 bluegill on. Had one on my casting pole. Had another one on my on a worm, and then I had another one on a minnow. So I caught 3 crappie in about 10 seconds. Did catch a couple nice right here. So yeah, these are gonna be some good fillets for some fish tacos here later. So thanks for tagging along. Hopefully you learned something. Tag along for the next one.